Really quickly, before we get into the news, I just want to show you guys that they gave away a little like secret box that they give away every once in a while with the codes, the Attack on Titan secret box, and the code for it is 7DS Titan. They posted the little article about it on the forums, but there it is, free million gold. So I don't know, just in case you didn't see it or anything like that, because I'm probably not going to go over that small little section right there, so I'll just put this at the beginning of the video. Anyway, let's get right into the news. Alrighty. Wait, wrong, this one. Alrighty, so really quick before we get into the video, I do want to say that I have added my friend code to the description. It's going to be in there for now on. The only reason I'm adding it is just because I'm getting rid of a lot of people that that aren't playing the game. So if you want to add me, feel free. Anyways, 721 update notice. This is the big one, boys. The 7 Deadly Sins and Attack on Titan collaboration. Please enjoy the collaboration's diverse content, including the World Quest, Titan Elimination, and Titan Conquest. New heroes, we have Eren Yeager, Titan form, Levi, Greatest Soldier, Mikasa Ackerman, Greatest Soldier, Cadet Corps, Eren Yeager. So the SR is Cadet Corps. And then we have, or maybe it's Cadet Corps. Anyway, 7 Deadly Sins and Attack on Titan collab pickup draw. So this is going to be the banner. New costumes, Scout Regiment costume set. Some of the costumes for the Attack on Titan characters actually do look really cool. And unfortunately, unlike the Slime collaboration, I think you will actually have to buy some of the outfits instead of them just being available through like just in-game content like it was with the Slime collab, which is a little unfortunate. I'm pretty sure you don't get them all with this one, and I would advise you not to buy them unless you just really like the character and you want them to be your maybe your account unit or whatever, like that you walk around in PvP with or something like that. Because so these characters aren't like insane or anything like that, and they really take a lot of like powering up to get like actually like good use out of them. Like they're okay, but a lot of these characters are just kind of like copy paste units from what JP units we already have. So I mean, if you haven't seen it already, Mikasa is a lot like Red Derriere. Eren is a lot like both of the Escanors because he's a transforming unit. He's like Green Escanor, and then he transforms, and then his cards are a lot like Red Escanors. Levi is a lot like Blue Zeldris, which some of these characters, granted, we do not have yet on global yet, so they may end up doing okay in the meta for now, but don't feel obligated to summon on this. Like if you don't actually want the characters, or you're just not interested enough, or you want to save your gems, because these characters aren't like vital. I'm literally just going to be summoning on them just for the collection aspect, because I like collab units. But that's just me. Take into account your own things. I'll go over that in a later video though, on whether or not you should actually summon on the banner. New bundles. Special bundles 1 and 2. I'm assuming these are just going to be like upgrade bundles or something like that. That'll give you SR or SSR pendants and maybe some like resources and stuff like that. Guaranteed SSR bundle. This, I'm pretty sure this is going to be a lot like the bundle that we got with the Slime collab, where you get a free, or not free, you get a guaranteed SSR ticket, obviously with the guaranteed SSR in the title. But it's going to give you one of the 3 collab units, I'm pretty sure. Like it doesn't, there's no other units on the banner for it. It's literally just you have a 33% chance to pull one of the, like, any of the units on the banner. So, yeah. By the way, SR Eren was not on the banner for JP, so I'm assuming he's not going to be on the banner for Global. They do end up giving you copies for SR Eren through various like events and different stuff like that throughout the collaboration, so don't feel too bad. This Eren is actually, like, a lot of people were saying that this is the better unit anyway, so I don't know, you could probably try investing some of the stuff into him and seeing where that goes. Special diamond bundle, probably just going to be some big whale bundle where you can get a bunch of diamonds. Aaron full upgrade bundle, Mikasa full upgrade bundle, and Levi full upgrade bundle. These are normally like the $80 bundles that are really expensive, but they come with all of the materials that you need to completely level 80 the character. I would advise against these. They're just too expensive, and you can always just grind out the actual materials for yourself. SSR Congeniality full Awakening equipment bundle. I'm not positive on that because it's a full Awakening equipment bundle. I would assume it's going to give you some like 5-star equipment from buying it. I'm not sure. That's what it seems like, but probably not worth purchasing. Hero engraving, so they're giving UR gear straight out of the gate. That's nothing too crazy. I think they did the same thing like that for JP as well. So, I mean, I don't know. UR gear for these characters is probably not the smartest move unless you're just like super invested in these characters or something like that, or you just want to like run them as like a gimmick or whatever the case may be. Like, investing into UR gear for these characters is not wise because there's not going to be I mean, unless they just end up doing a second collab eventually, which is unlikely. There's not going to be another, you know, Eren. I mean, there's going to be 2 Eren Yeagers, but there's not going to be another Mikasa or another Levi that you can, you know, swap this equipment over to and get more use out of. You're literally making UR gear for a single character, so, or in Eren's case, you get 2 characters, but even then, it's just not worth it. Not worth the resources and everything like that. So I would stay away from that if you're a free-to-play or, you know, just not super hardcore, where like trying to spend money and, you know, waste resources on characters you don't need to invest into. System improvements, more specific drop rate percentages. Percentages with less than 5 decimal points were rounded up. As such, all of the percentages added together may not equal 100%. Before 1.28, after is 1.2759. What does that mean? More specific drop rate percentages. Are these for like character pools or I don't know. Not worried about it. Deathmatch invitation effect settings. Can adjust the deathmatch invitation pop-up by going to menu, game settings, notifications. So this is actually kind of cool because normally you can just turn off all, like the option is just like you can either turn on invites or turn off invites to where they pop up on your screen. Other than that, you literally just have to go to your mail and then, you know, go down to your little tab there, and then they'll be there if so. Which I have mine turned off so I don't get those little pop-ups all the time because I don't do a whole lot of like raiding with random people anyway. So yeah, you'll be able to turn it on for specific ones, which is kind of cool. I guess that's, you know, just a little quality of life thing. Rejecting invitations for deathmatch, disaster battle, and conquest for a day. Huh. Yeah, I'm sure people are going to get spammed with these Colossal Titan invites because obviously everybody's going to be trying to run the content, and if I think I went over it a little bit in the last video, but it's four players doing one raid, so there's going to be a lot of invites going out from what I understand. Cooking improvements. So I looked into this a little bit. I watched Sekapoko's video and found it really interesting because he obviously plays JP a little bit more, and by a little bit more I mean he plays JP and Global at the same time. And so he was going over a lot of the different stuff. So you can organize recipes, which is kind of interesting. So now you have this little, you know, thing right here in the bottom left, which will actually, you know, be able to sort it. And you can actually, you know, sort it by whatever kind of stats you want it to give you, or, you know, whatever the effect is on it, which is kind of cool. You can check the most recent dish. So that's actually kind of cool. I think from what he was saying, you can, like, right now there's only like a maximum of 10. So if you go over to the cooking and everything like that, like if I wanted to cook something, I would select the ingredients and then I would have to, you know, click it all the way up to 10. But in the new update, there should be like a little max button right here. And then after you make something, you should have a little like option after it's getting done, or like after it's done getting made, to remake that dish over again. So that way you're not like constantly just you know, resetting the ingredients and making the same dish over and over again. Just some nice, like, little quality of life improvements, which is kind of nice. He was also saying that they might be adding that little, like, menu that shows where all of your food is. Like, it categorizes all the food into, like, categories based on what it does. I don't really know how to explain it. I guess it's this right here. So you can see, like, all the combat class food is specified in one little box. Attack food is in a box. Defense food is in a box. HP food's in a box. So when you go to eat food, it'll actually just show you a big menu and like, if you have multiples of each kind of food or whatever like that, you can just click on whichever one you want to use and do it from that menu, which I think is really nice. It looks really helpful, and I've used it a little bit on JP, but I obviously can't get the fullest experience with it out of JP because I can't read it. So yeah, improve the UI when eating dishes in the team setting screen before a battle or at the tavern. Improved upon the feature regarding giving dishes to heroes, increasing their affinity. This is so nice. You know how annoying it is to click 200 times to feed food to a character to get their affinity all the way up? It sucks. I hate it. So yeah, that shouldn't be an issue anymore. Congratulations if you're a newer player. You don't have to deal with that. Chat improvements. Menu display when tapping another hero's or another user's hero icon in the chat window. So now you can view info, target chat, or block messages from certain characters. I guess that's kind of nice. Just some quality of life stuff. Can check the player's info and add them as a friend. Target chat. Can mention the user with the @ symbol. Block messages. Obviously blocks their messages. Invite to deathmatch. Can send an invite to another user after entering deathmatch. More specifically, after creating a deathmatch lobby during the standby phase. This is actually pretty cool because sometimes in my knighthood, people will ask, like, hey, like, I need these kind of raids, etc. In the chat. So it's actually kind of nice that if you have those, you don't have to scroll through your list of players and stuff like that to find him specifically, or like scroll through your knighthood or whatever. You can just click on him in the chat and invite him to the lobby as long as you're in it. So that's actually kind of cool. I like that, actually. Added a button to check a knighthood member's login info at the top of the chat window. Check a knighthood member's login info. I don't know what that means. Like, I don't know what that's referring to. Added system messages. Notifications will be displayed in the chat when you or others meet certain conditions. Drawing an SSR hero, proceeding with a boss battle. I guess that's nice. I mean, you can turn them off, so I mean, it's whatever. I don't know if that's always been a thing and you couldn't turn it off, and they're adding the ability to turn it off, or what the deal there is. But I mean, it doesn't seem like it's anything bad, so that's cool. Able to toggle the system messages on or off in the chat settings. Cool. Constant patrol. I didn't know what this was. I've actually like messed with it a little bit on JP. I just didn't know what it was called, or didn't know what it was really specifically. But at the top of the patrols menu, if I go to battle and then patrols, you can see we do not have a thing up here at the top, but we will be getting this thing at the top. And basically what it is I think it's an hour-long timer, and it fills up over the hour. And then once it fills up, you can select a reward, and it'll give you one of 3 smaller sort of rewards, but you can just, you know, finish them and just grab like various rewards throughout the day, which is nice. Extra rewards are always, you know, pretty nice to have. Get rewards automatically over set periods of time. Can immediately claim the reward once the meter is filled. Can accumulate rewards over a max period of 24 hours. Will remove the rest reward due to the inclusion of the constant patrol. Rest reward. I'm not sure what the rest reward is. Not sure on that. It'll probably make more sense if somebody like explains it better, if they know what they're talking about. But sorry, I don't know what that I don't know what the rest reward is, so sorry about that. Auto clear ticket unlock condition changes. So instead of having to beat chapter 5, you can get them after beating chapter 4, which is pretty cool. Skip tickets are really nice to use in a lot of situations, so the earlier you get them, the better, in my opinion. But yeah, that's a good change. I like that. Hide quick buttons, or hide quick menus. Added the ability to hide the quick menu icons in the bottom left of the tavern, villages, and knighthood. I don't think I like this one. I've noticed, so on JP, there's like a little, like, this menu is always like retracted, and then you have to hit like a little up arrow or whatever to like pull this menu up, and you can scroll through it, but on global you really don't have to. I think on JP there might be one extra option or something like that where you actually might need to scroll through it for something specific. But I don't like it being retracted. I prefer it to be like this, to be honest. But I mean, it is what it is, I guess. I can't do anything about that. So I don't personally like that change, but whatever, I'll get used to it. Hero favorites and sorting. Added the favorite toggle button in the hero screen, or detail screen. This is actually really nice. I wasn't sure what this was going to be when I was first looking at it, but apparently you're going to be able to favorite multiple heroes and stuff like that, so that way it forces them to be at the top of your list, which is very cool, because sometimes, you know, you're scrolling through and you can't find, you know, what hero you're looking for or whatever, and it takes forever to find them. Now you can favorite those heroes so that way they're always up here at the top. Like, they still have that bug where my Rimuru and Matrona Deanne are still up here from doing the Ifrit raid, which is really annoying. Like, some of these units just, like, they're not supposed to be up here, but whatever. Oh well, hopefully they fix that at some point. Favorite heroes will be displayed first when sorting heroes, so you can, you know, change a whole bunch of different settings and stuff like that, which I think some of these settings were always in there. They just added the favorite setting. And yeah, so that's pretty cool. It's going to make it a lot easier to find your actual heroes, so cool. I like that change. Able to give the gold you're able to... What? Able to give the gold you're able to at once when... They have that worded really weird. To at once when donating to villages. Okay, so you can go to settings, I guess, and choose from a preset now, instead of like having to slide this little bar. I don't think that was really needed. I mean, I guess it's kind of nice, but I don't know. That didn't really make a difference for me. Whatever. It's kind of a minimal change. Can check more details through the question mark button at the draw screens. That's cool, I guess. Equipment set icon displays when salvaging equipment. Equipment set icon displays when salvaging equipment. So does that mean that it's going to say... I'm not sure what that means, because it already shows you what kind of equipment it is, doesn't it? Equipment set icon. I don't get it. If it had a picture of it, maybe I would understand, but I don't understand what that's saying, because you can already tell what set it's from, right? Anyway, edited some title icons and added new ones. Very cool. Added a report button after a match in the Visel Fight Festival, so now if you go against somebody that you think might be hacking or doing something they shouldn't be doing, like maybe lag switching or something like that to force you to lose, or you know, I've seen posts like that on Reddit, you can now report those people, so that is nice. PvP calculations and participation changes. Calculation for both the PvP Elite and PvP Normal will be done at the same time when entering the Visel Fight Festival. We will be able to immediately participate after the calculations are done. Okay. So I think that just means that you're going to collect both of your rewards at once instead of having to walk over to the Elite PvP guy and then the normal PvP guy and collect each reward maybe, and then instead of having to sign that waiver, you'll be able to just immediately participate, I guess. I'm not sure. Because I've always thought that was kind of weird that it's like, oh, hey, like participation. Like, you accept this, waiver so that way you can play for this week. I don't know. Maybe that's what they're getting rid of. I'm sure we'll see that once they actually implement it. Hero skill edits. Change the percentage for the weak point skill for some heroes. So for Blue Gother's Pain Edition and Throwing Star from Golgius, it went from 60% to 80% at level 1, 90% to 110 at level 2, and 150% to 170% at level 3. I mean, those heroes really aren't good in the first place, but more power to you. Hopefully that makes them better. Added/edited the recovery skill disabling effect to some heroes' skills. Inflicts damage equal to 220% of attack on one enemy. Was edited to be inflicts damage equal to 220% of attack on one enemy. Disables recovery skills for 1 turn. Inflicts damage equal to 220% of attack on one enemy. Disables recovery skills for 1 turn. Inflicts damage equal to 220% of attack on one enemy. Disables skills for 2 turns. 3 is identical. Okay, so this is the change. I've seen a lot of people that play with Red Arthur on JP. At level 1, they can attack, or they can recovery disable using a level 1 attack card with him. This is finally getting added to, or like the change is actually getting migrated over to global now. So all of these characters' skills are going to be able to recovery seal at level 1 now instead of level 2. So very cool. That's actually pretty helpful. Which, I mean, I don't know. Why can't I remember his name right now? Jericho's brother, because I can't remember his name, is still not very viable in a lot of situations. Either way, like, that's not going to help him out a whole lot, but people still do use Red Merlin every once in a while in PvP, and then, obviously Arthur's at the height of his career right now, so people are going to get a lot of use out of that. So adjusted the detonate effect. Before, detonate 15% additional damage per orb in the target's ultimate gauge is now 20% additional damage per ultimate gauge orb. So that's kind of nice. Nobody super relevant got that change really, but I mean, sweet. Platinum Coin Shop Edition, they're finally adding Blue Melascula to the coin shop. Hopefully she's on sale soonish, because I would like to grab her at some point, but that's just me, because I don't have either Melascula. Obviously that means that we're still gonna be waiting on Escanor to join the coin shop. I'm sure a lot of people who didn't fall for the banner are still really looking forward to getting him. Draw Pool Edition, SSR. Oh, okay, so the Holy Knight DN, the new giant green DN, is going to be added to Part 1 normal draw, Part 1 guaranteed SSR hero draw, and race draw 1. So, just like JP. Very cool. I was actually wondering about that. I was wondering if they were going to add her to Part 2 since she came out so much later, but I guess that answers that. New titles: Wealthy, Master Collector, and Perfectionist. Thank you. That was a lot longer than I thought it was going to be, just because there were so many different things to go over, and they really didn't even go over a lot of the Attack on Titan stuff, just the different kinds of, like characters and stuff like that. So normally, sometimes they'll update this page with newer articles over the next, little bit. There should be some more articles that end up popping up to go over various, stuff that was on that, like, update. But that's pretty much it. There was a lot of information to go over, actually. A lot of cool, like, quality of life changes that I think are really good. The patrols thing is really nice, actually. Favorite heroes is really good as well. Some of this other stuff is kind of smaller. Some of the hero changes are kind of nice, especially the Red Arthur one. He's probably the most noticeable, him and Red Merlin. But the rest of these characters really aren't used for a whole lot of different situations, so I mean, it's whatever. It's not like a huge. It's obviously it's not a negative that they get, you know, buffed a little bit, but yeah, nothing else really noteworthy. Cooking changes like that, the quality of life I already said are really good, and then obviously we've got a ton of new PvE content and stuff like that to do. So I'm very excited. I should be doing. I'm probably going to do a video tomorrow on whether or not you should pull on the banner. So stay tuned for that. If you want to see me do summons, I'm probably going to be uploading that the day after, because I don't want to do... well, I don't know. I might end up doing it in the same day. I'm not quite sure yet, but I have to work in the morning, so I'm not going to be getting home until a little bit later in the day. So the videos are going to be a little bit later either way. So I don't know. We'll see. I might end up going ahead and just doing my summons and saving the video for the next day, or I may end up just going ahead and uploading it the same day. But we'll see. Anyways, that's going to be it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Feel free to subscribe for more content in the future, because I'm going to be going over some of the new content and stuff like that coming up in the Attack on Titan collab. And yeah, that is basically it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.